All right, we got this.
You messed up.
You messed up the first time. All right, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, Walsingham? Welcome back.
Remember, seniors, this Thursday, May 1st, wear your college attire.
And then senior athletic signings are at 2:15 p.m. on Thursday.
Come to our Under the Lights baseball game this Thursday, May 1st at William & Mary and Mary's Pulmonary Park. The Booster Club will have free food and drinks, and everyone starting at 6 p.m., so come out and cheer on those Trojans.
And then May 2nd is May crowning ceremony, Friday, May 2nd, 10 a.m. Be there.
This Friday, we have movie night. We will be watching the Pirates of the Caribbean and having popcorn and snacks.
And then AP exams start next week, so check your AP schedule and good luck.
Now let's hear from Mr. Delaney about the upcoming conclave to elect the new pope.
Hey everybody, Mr. Delaney here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the death of Pope Francis and the upcoming conclave. So when a pope dies, there's a period of grieving where they bury the pope. Pope Francis' funeral was last Saturday. And now this week, officials have met in the Vatican and set the date for what's called the conclave, and that'll begin May 7th. Conclave comes from two Latin words meaning with a key, conclavis, and who are called the cardinal electors, so they are bishops and priests from around the world who've been made cardinals, which is a special role in the church. If you're under 80 years old, you can meet and become part of the voting cardinals for this conclave. And so there's about 135 of them. They will gather in St. Peter's in the Vatican in the Sistine Chapel. They're technically not really locked in, but they're sequestered together. And they'll spend time praying and then voting for who they think would be the best pope. They write it down on a piece of paper. Each time they can vote twice a day, and all the votes are tallied, and someone needs to reach a 2/3 majority. And at the end of each tally, they're read out loud. The pieces of paper are burned, and a little chemical is put into it, and there's a chimney outside the Sistine Chapel. And if you see black smoke, that means on this round they didn't elect a pope. And then when a pope is elected with 2/3 majority, they'll put a little chemical in it that will create white smoke out of the chimney, and that's how they let people know. And then that pope will choose his papal name. So Pope Francis chose after St. Francis of Assisi. Lots of popes have chosen Paul or John and Innocent. There's lots of names throughout history that have been important. And then that pope would be introduced to the world. So the conclave again starts May 7th. Normally the conclaves last around a week. It can last up to 2 weeks. And so, but generally most people think we'll know in the next couple of weeks who the pope would be. So we continue to pray for Pope Francis, but also for the church as we move into this exciting period of seeing who our next pope will be. All right, take care. God bless.
And that's it for our news this week.